Going to begin with a new HyperDoc for this week. This week, we're looking at Codesters lessons 14 and 15. So note that there are two lessons here, and I gave both at the same time just because they both have to do with rock, paper, scissors. So hopefully you have played that game before, and you're going to do some work with that in Coaster. So it's going to be pretty fun. So these two lessons have to do with playing against the computer. So I thought we would start off with a game of war. That is a card game. So if you click here, it should take you to that card game. And let's go to it. All right, so it's pretty simple. You have you, and here's you down here. You can change your image by clicking on this if you want to. And here is Bill. So you're going to play against Bill. So you deal, you all get cards, and then you click on the deck to play your card, and it will let you know who has won. Okay, so pretty simple, but the idea of this is that you are playing against the computer. All right, and then you come down to the Explore sections, and I just want you to check out some more games that have to do with randomness, right? So they're not very predictable. So if you click on this, here's a dice roller. It'll bring you here. You can choose any kind of dice you want. The idea is that when you roll a die, you really don't know where it's going to land, right? So it's kind of unpredictable. And if you want, you can add others to it, and then you can roll. Both will roll at the same time. Evidently, you get some points. They add them up, okay? So take a look at that. Take a look at the spinners, the same idea. And here's some think about it questions, right? So these are questions for you to ponder. And then let's kind of bring it home by looking at how randomness is used in video games. So go ahead and click on this, and that video will tell you some more about video games and how randomness is used. All right. So our next section is the explain section. So the two lessons, here are some key concepts that you will learn or you'll have to work with. Okay. So yes, we're working again with conditional statements, but hopefully this is a little bit different than what you have done with the past few lessons. Okay. So they're kind of building on themselves. So this one, in lesson 14, you'll use the dot notation to assign actions to sprites on the stage. And again, it's important for you to indent, right? So we're really drilling that home. Otherwise, you still will get errors. Lesson 15 is about who won. So lesson 15 is really the lesson that is going to have you playing against the computer. We're introducing something new here. It's the keyword and. So right here, and. So in your if statements, you're going to check to see if two conditions are true, right? So when you're using the and keyword, that means condition 1 and condition 2 have to be true for the code in that code block to run. All right, so this is just more information about that. Scroll down to the apply section, and that's where you're actually going to do your lessons. So I'm going to come over here. So lesson 14 is the begin, rock, paper, scissors. And lesson 15 is who won, rock, paper, scissors. So again, if you have questions with those, go ahead and email me and I will answer as quickly as I can. Where am I? Here we go. The share. All right, so after you've done all of that, I want you to share out. You've watched a video, you've done some coding. So now I want you to share 3 ways in which you think conditionals and random numbers are used in gaming, right? So you're going to click on this Padlet. It'll bring you to this Padlet here. And go ahead and press the plus button, and you can add 3 different ways in which randomness and conditional statements are used in gaming. And if you would, please put your name and then also list them 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's easier to read. And then come back later Come back later to that Padlet and then like and read the ideas of others. So they should have a like button. You should press on it if that's something that you maybe did not think of, something um, that you think is a good idea. Okay. And then this week, our reflection is going to be a few questions on a form. So you would click on where it says here. You can go ahead and answer those questions. Now, if you still have some time left and you want to do more coding, then here's a little challenge for you. So go ahead and change your rock, paper, scissors game into a game that's played by two people instead of one person against the computer. See if you can figure out how to do that, and please share it with us so that we can take a peek. Share it on that class page in Codesters. And here's another challenge. Change it into a different game. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. All right. So if you don't know what that is an idea that came from a character on a TV show. So go ahead and click on that video and it will bring you to an excerpt from that particular TV show. All right. So these are the rules for rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Pretty funny, pretty cool, but it'll be fun if you can code that and get that to work. All right. So that is our HyperDoc for this week. Remember, there are 2 different lessons. You want to make sure that you save time to do both. Okay. That's it for now. Take care.